Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Thank you guys so very much for joining us. This is a podcast we like to call Jarrett Goes to the Movies, mostly because it's been called that for 5 years and changing the name of it now seems silly. But it's good to be here.
And what would we change it to?
I don't know. Could do like we've had Team Casey or Eric Goes to the Movies, but everybody misspells your name more than they do mine. You know, it's just a whole thing.
You misspell my name, so yeah.
That's not true. Not anymore. I mean, I got it down now, I think, unless I'm just fucking like, you know,
we'll see.
Being a dick. But you know, after we had Woody was in studio, and if you're listening to the audio, it just doesn't matter. Edit that out. Lucy, okay, fuck. What was I talking about?
Woody
was on the show.
This is what happens when we don't drink.
This 100%. Yeah, I can't even get words out. But Woody brought all the alcohol, and man, set me up for a long night. And
whole system of a down pack was here.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we had a banner weekend.
Did you guys stay up?
We stayed up pretty late, and then we did it again the next night. And then Sunday was all recovery. Literally just... I mean, I'm still hungover, is what I'm saying, Eric.
Oh, no. Well, did you make it all the way through the... Did you make it all the way through the ice chest of fun?
No, actually, he was very kind. They left after the podcast, and he emptied the ice chest of fun into... he restocked the refrigerator up here, and then he filled up my cooler. Basically just left all the stuff. He was like, here, you drink this, you know? And so I just said, you didn't have to do that. And he said, what's a few beers between friends?
Oh.
And
what a nice person
and I
to say something like that.
I did the heart thing on the text. You know, the heart thing you do? You know, where you don't send a heart. It just basically means I like this, but I like this more than a thumbs up.
Oh, the reaction to the text.
Yeah. Just
Tap back.
like a thumbs up didn't seem... A thumbs up is sometimes passive aggressive. And it could be taken.
Oh no!
Not in all relationships.
Okay.
But yeah, a thumbs up can be a thing.
Buddy, that's great.
I'm using that wrong.
Well, Sean says that when I thumbs up, it's the same as him doing K to me, which K is something that I have hated since before there was a thumbs up emoji.
So, I don't like K either.
Yeah, I can't do the K, even if I realize. I don't know why. It just fucking rubs me wrong.
Just put an O.
Yeah. Okay. Or like, okay, exclamation point.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
my mom does just like okay, period for responses to everything, and I always feel like she's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad everybody's here. Thanks for listening. This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. We do this every single week, and we absolutely love doing it. Our show is 100% supported by our Patreon supporters, and Patreon supporters this month will be super surprised very, very soon if you're at the $10 level and up, as will you be in April, which is going to be our best perk of all time, and I'm so excited about it. So if you're not at least at the $10 level, get there before April so you can get this really, really cool perk that Eric thought of and I fucking mastered. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, new ones. Wait, aren't these from last week? Oh, no, I see what's going on. Sorry, Sean. I'm never doubting you again. From the $1 level to the $5 level, Lindsay Sponsel. She went up, guys. Let's give it up. Lindsay gets access to all of our outtakes and archives of that stuff, and so we're very happy to have her doing that. From the $5 to the $10 level, she's getting free shit in the mail. It's Carrie Lynn Abner, everybody. Give it up for her. And now at the $35, he went from the $1 to the $35 level. He is now an alternate for 5 questions. If a 5 questions person can't be there, he will get called up. He will get perks. He can submit a video review any week that he wants. He gets 4 cameo videos a year from any cast member that we would like. And so Jason Palladino, everybody. Our $20 and up supporters are also our producers, but I gotta say this is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production, and these producers have been pushing the show for a very long time. I don't know that we're ever gonna, maybe they'll just stay forever. $20 and up supporters are our producers, and they get to hear their name every single show. Ad Craner, Amy Pittsinger, Andy's, she's got on the show by supporting the show.
Look at what she can do.
You can fucking
You can do anything.
You just never know. Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Dunny, Celeste Mary Meadows, Shell Ordway, Chris, the $6 Million Man, Cranfill, $12 Million Man. This just in. Chris Jacobs, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Murray, Denny Chambers, Derek Smith, Diane Small, Don Petretta, Ella Copta. Those are the best ones. I still say, like, when they're not dirty and they're just something like that. It's
I'm in your
fucking funny. Yeah, I'm in your house. That's right. Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast. Jared Spear, Jason Ellsworth, Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher. Lily Holohan, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike LeBlanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James, Rich Osborne, Robert Mays, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tim Trafton from Maine, Trey Wren, Vinnie Cataldo, Wendy Matta, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, and Sfee Hurst. Give it up for our amazing supporters. All of our Patreon supporters are, I want you guys to know that we think about you guys all the time and just want to make sure that everybody's super happy. So please give us feedback if you're digging things. You know who hasn't written us like a fucking, like what? I think it's because he's not caught up. But remember, Rodon James used to just give a shit every week about something. Like we were late on something or we forgot something, and
let's fuck something up. Make sure he's paying attention.
Yeah.
oh, you just know that I'm just gonna say fuck it and don't send that to me anymore.
I filter it. Yeah.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
We did lose someone, so you won't have to play his sound clips anymore.
Oh no,
that didn't last long.
who was it?
Tim's out.
Tim Trafton?
No, Tim Toole.
Oh, Tim Toole. I was like, no, we can't lose Tim Trafton. He's like he's the best. Oh, Tim left. He just came in for like $50.
Sometimes that's okay.
Never got on the show and then just left again. Let me call him up.
Man,
see what's
in like a lion, out like a lamb. You know what I mean?
Let me see if I can get him on the phone. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You sound like are you tired?
Yeah.
Oh. Is this a bad time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just heard that you aren't supporting the podcast anymore and just wanted to make sure everything was cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you can say? Is yeah or
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, listen. Sometime whenever you're in Texas, let's get a drink or something.
Well, I'm fucking drinking.
Okay. I just meant like sometime whenever you're gonna
What
come
the
and.
fuck?
Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna end the conversation right there. And
Yeah, that's right.
okay. All right. There's no reason to get fucking testy. I don't understand. We were all surprised. Casey was talking about how.
Hey, she's hot.
Okay. All right. Wow. Nice. What a nice compliment. All right, buddy. Well, we'll talk to you later.
Probably not.
All right. There's Tim Toole, ladies and gentlemen. And
Why is everybody so aggravated tonight?
What?
I don't understand.
Tim was in a bad mood, wasn't he?
Wow.
Maybe he needs a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're talking about The Package, 2018 romantic comedy thriller. One of the best things about this was that the opening credits was just like, this contains violence, nudity, but there's really not any nudity. There's just a fake penis the entire time.
Wait, it was fake?
A little flopper.
Maybe it was a little flopper, yeah.
It was very realistic looking. I will give them that.
Very, yeah. I mean, but I did agree with his friends though. I was like, when the guy was pissed off, I was like, that's a good dick, man. Like, why wouldn't you take that? That's a good one. I'd be happy with that.
I wish they would have shown me the other guy's dick. Just
yeah, you know that was
Yeah.
like Marky Mark on that movie where Boogie Nights. You know, it's like swinging at the knee.
Like, aren't rednecks known for like having huge cocks?
Are they?
Don't,
Is that
Sean,
redneck?
You and me humping on a beach.
All right, guys, this is probably going to be surprising you guys. 5.5 out of 10 on IMDb. 42% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This is
I
crazy.
so thought about like raising it like 99% and like 9 out of 10, but I was like, no, they're gonna catch me.
All right, Eric.
And watch me lose my goddamn mind.
Eric, before we get into this, had you seen this before?
No.
Okay, let's see what you thought this movie was going to be about.
Over to
Eric.
synopsis.
4 friends have the summer adventure of a lifetime when they come across a mysterious cooler containing a penis. But whose penis is it? Should they turn it into the authorities, or should they venture out on their own to find the penis owner before it's too late?
That's pretty good. So those of you who don't know the rules of that, he can only look at the art for the movie itself. That's it. And it's for people looking inside of a cooler. So you
And it says just the tip or something,
Yeah.
and it's
Friendship
called the
is just the
package,
tip.
Yeah.
It says at the top.
and there's 4 of them. Oh,
Yeah.
So
So that's pretty good. All right. Now, it obviously wasn't exactly what the movie's about. Let's find that
Over
out.
to
Eric.
synopsis.
when 5 teenage friends go on a camping trip during spring break, an unfortunate accident sets off a race against time to save one's most prized possession.
It's pretty good.
His penis.
I like it. I will say this. When he first gets the butterfly knife out, I was thinking, okay, they're going to have like 6 or 7 things that pop, that are like different
like
ways.
on Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh,
You're
you're-
waiting for the guy's arm to come
That's
off.
right.
Yes. And he's like doing like things with like a chainsaw.
Totally.
It's never that.
Yeah. And I just kind
He's
of,
like juggling it, throwing it in the air.
It just pins his shirt down. They're like,
And they're all just like, oh, come on.
yeah, that's, wasn't that, who is that? That actor? Oh, fuck. I can't think.
Crispin
Crispin
Glover.
Glover, yeah. You never see that guy. So when he pops up in something like that,
the guy
it's
from
amazing.
Back to the Future.
It is, yeah. He's the dad
Yes.
on Back to the Future. All right, I don't want to get too far into what everybody thought about it until we actually dig into the movie. So, Sean, let's get this started. Jarrett Goes to the Movies. We're talking about the package. Here we go.
All right, Donnie's here, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, honey.
Have fun camping, kiddo. Bye. Bye. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. What is this? I don't know. Oh, my God. What are they doing? Okay, I'll see you guys later. Dude, what are you doing? Are you serious?
Sean Floyd back on American soil for 1 week only.
Dude, turn that off. My little brother is crying in there. That was crazy porn.
He's a big girl.
Man, I gotta say, to me, this sets the tone for this thing, and I was all along for the ride. This fucking movie is great. It's exactly what the world of motion picture is missing. I said the same thing on Sex Drive. These are the kind of fucking movies that we had when we were teenagers and young 20-somethings or whatever, that they just made these shitty, just really, really lowbrow, funny movies, and the acting in this was really good. And I mean, I fucking laughed. I actually really want to see this again because I had to pay attention to part of the movie, and because I was getting a facial the entire movie. I feel like there's probably a bunch of stuff that I missed, but
I wish I could explain the dichotomy between how much I hated this movie and all of the stupid fucking bullshit and the number of times that I rolled my eyes and groaned and said, this might be the first time that I just don't finish the movie and I'll just show up tomorrow and just bullshit for however long we have to do this. With the fact that there was some funny parts of the movie. I was laughing just now. I laugh when the kid says he doesn't want to see any titties. He wants to see the thing. Like, there was plenty to laugh at, and there was plenty to hate, and I think that I just allowed the hate to overtake my heart.
If you got hate in your
which
heart, let it
happens
out.
to me all the time.
Yeah. It's funny, but I mean, because you and I, we're friends, we hang out, and to me, the same things that are funny in this movie are the same kinds of shit that I say and we laugh at. You know what I mean? Like, this is so, like... to me, this is so like me sitting around the kitchen table with my friends, just talking just random shit, like us on Saturday night.
It's every
on
Saturday
night. We sat there from 5:30 until 12 at night. 12:30 at night. We never moved. We just sat there and talked ridiculous bullshit. And
not to mention the weekly podcast we all do, where we talk about sharts and dicks and.
She does have a point there.
Sharks and
watch movies like this.
Yeah.
They talk about sharks and dicks.
You know, it's funny.
It's just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, the thing is again, and I don't want to repeat myself all night, but I just feel like so often we sit down and we're okay, it's like the only good movies anymore are superhero movies, and it's okay, well then the only good movies are remake movies or whatever. Like, for somebody to actually have an original idea like this and do just a shitty, silly 80s movie type, just Friend, whatever you call those. I mean, like American Pie and Porky's and those movies like that. You know, I mean, these are those movies like Superbad where you just like, man, those are the friendships I want to have. You know, like I want to be friends with that redheaded dude. Like, he's hilarious. But I can also see how, you know, if you've got a lot going on, you know, and you're being forced to watch this for work, you're probably thinking, here's how much I'm getting paid for this.
No. There's no doubt in my mind that if I had seen this movie when I was 15, it would be still in my top 5 movies of all time. I can't... I don't know. I'm just so old and cranky now. Maybe that's what it is.
Man.
But
it's what it seems like.
Just all the time that I would just go, are you kidding me?
Going to the mall later. Sorry, obviously my sense of humor hasn't changed since I was 15.
Yeah.
Which was really helpful in this case.
What did you think?
I freaking loved this movie. Yeah. I never even heard of it before, though.
Me either.
In fact, after this scene, very first thing...
Wait, actually, Tim just said that, actually. He, I was asking him about it, and fuck, I'm so sorry. I got it.
It was an amazing movie, but I've never seen it before. I watched it this week.
I'm sorry. Good.
No, I loved it. Derek watched it with me last night, which was even more fun.
Right.
Because he laughs at it.
Yeah.
I laugh at it even harder.
I don't know how this is a movie I've for sure watched, and I know I just like had it on like a downloads on my iPad, and I watched it on an airplane, and I had to keep like kind of moving my screen around.
Yeah.
Like every time.
Yeah.
Like, just
Daring.
nobody saw it. But I don't know. I think I would have assumed I would have gotten the recommendation from you, Amy, or I have no idea why this was on my radar or why.
I was really surprised I'd never even heard of it.
Well, it was a Netflix thing.
I've had this on the list for so long. I saw it one day because back, like Netflix will like rotate the thumbnails when you're scrolling through. When it first was out, it was just the emoji. And I was like, what is this? And I read the description and I was like, all right, cool. I'll give it a whirl. I watched it and I was like, God damn, this is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I went to work and I told my coworker, who's actually my old coworker who's in the chat, I was like, dude, you've got to watch this. I was like, I've already watched it 3 times this weekend. You have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Since coming out, I think I've watched it probably over 30 times. I've watched it 3 times as soon as we scheduled it. I love it so much.
That surprises me.
And I'm not one that laughs out loud, like at all. Last night I'm still. Last night I even put it on because I needed to rewatch it for this one piece for my questions, and I'm literally laughing out loud by myself.
I
I'm like,
wonder if
this.
you told me about it, Sean. You or Amanda or somebody, because I cannot figure out how it got on my radar, but I know it was recommended to me to watch. And it was a long time ago when I watched it, like when it first came out.
To me, it's just this scene that we just watched, and what was really funny about it. So I've told you guys this. There's 6 or 7 or 8 clips or whatever. So for me to do my notes, I have to watch the first clip, so I know, okay, this is where we're starting the movie. Then I have to watch the second clip, so I know where to switch my notes. And this first clip, I start watching and I just go, oh my God, because Sean had to edit it for us so that we can show it on our live stream. And I was just like, I'm like, it's going to be a surprise. Is it? I guess it really did have nudity now that I think about it. But my God, that was so funny. And just how he walks out, he's not even mad. He's just like, dude, will you stop? My little brother's in there crying. Like, that got me laughing already. And I just didn't stop.
You feel like realistically, you would be embarrassed that happened in front of your parents with you even in there. Like,
sure.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah.
And then
thought it was funny.
He looks like a complete nerd, so you would assume that he'd walk out and be like, "Why would you do that? That's so inappropriate."
Yeah,
but no, he loves it.
Yeah, that's
his friend.
The beginning is super bad. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to get. Like, should I get the bang bus, which is where they pull up and they bang somebody, or there's the one here. Now this one includes mothers and babysitters.
Perfect 10, so it might just look like a bowling site.
Yeah. But that's just it. It's like, again, it's funny to me, Eric, and then I'm seeing like Lucy Murray, who is a huge Bowling for Soup fan and who comes to tons of my shows and has probably heard me talk about dicks as much as anybody, at one sitting. And it's fun. God damn it. It was fucking funny. And again, the actors were perfect. I love that the girl, the sister.
Me too.
She was in Cockblockers.
Yes.
Oh my God, she is. So
I loved
good.
her.
Yeah, she's so good. And but I mean, I thought all of them were great, and I really liked it. So, Casey, you laughed, so you thought it was funny,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, right whenever I finally, I couldn't remember the name of it. Whenever I pulled up what movie we were watching, I was like, oh my God, yeah, I told you. I was like, this movie's funny. You'll like it.
There's so many one-liners, and I, like I said, my wife was opening my pores on my face.
Yeah, I gave him an involuntary facial.
So I didn't write down.
Those are the best kinds.
You'll be pleased, Eric, that I did not write down every single one-liner that we that happened, but there are some really good ones.
But because I had seen this, I did like pause.
Yeah,
like because there's parts I knew we needed to see, and
but when he gets the fake ID out, and they're like, "This guy looks like a soldier. You look like Pocahontas," and he fucking does. Oh man, and then and then I like the premise. The premise is essentially, hey, this is supposed to be a bros trip. But now your twin sister's coming, and that just happens to be the one friend has a crush on her, and the other friend is that other girl's ex-boyfriend. And so it sets itself up for some hilarity in the car. And then obviously just the fact that the long-haired dude is getting catfished by Kendall Jenner's.
That's catfishing 101.
That was a funny recurring theme. Everybody who hears it just goes, yeah, buddy.
Nurse.
She doesn't like to talk on the phone.
Yeah. And then
I feel like movie. Come around and be like, okay.
I think so.
That happened to Jared a couple times.
That's happened to me.
I say this though all the time. I think if Eric sat there and watched the movie with the rest of us,
if we all were together, then it would have been fun.
We would all be crying, laughing. But
Let's do that.
And it's just kind of nonstop from there. Like he starts the whole thing with trying to get the dude to have sex with his sister, and he'll be like, but this time he goes, come on, man, she's my twin. It'll be like, I'm having sex too. And he's just like, that is not how that works at all. Like, you just can't, that's not how it, but
that's not what he wants to think about. Like,
right. And then a perfectly written Jarrett Goes to the Movies joke where he sharts mid-beach.
Twice.
And he sharted while his pee-pee was in her.
Also, that was mean for her to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
not very nice.
No, but he wasn't very nice to her either.
That's fucking embarrassing, though.
Yeah, but you're trying to wait. You're on his side in this thing, like
no, they both suck. I feel like there's like limitations to things you say in a car full of people, and I think that would be the fact that she let it happen twice is the result.
Yeah, fool you once.
I just can't.
I was going in for the third by the end of it. I mean,
fool me once with your loose stool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even.
Shame on you.
God, yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you'd get away with farting twice. Like, you could probably explain that off and be like, dude, that has never happened. I was trying so hard, to keep that in there.
The first week that Kelsey and I started dating, she got in the bathtub, and I was like, I'm going to get in the bathtub with you. And I got in there, and it was all fine for about 4 minutes, and then I farted, and that was the last bath we ever took together.
A bath fart's like the worst fart.
And that was 8 years ago.
Right.
So I don't see how a woman could let it happen twice if you shart in someone's face.
What is it about that fart that starts out like super hot water that comes out? It just smells.
It just enhances the smell,
death.
I think.
Something. Yeah.
Well, and it's all bubbled up in one little tiny space and then just blasts out
just
the air.
Cooks it, boils it.
I worked with a girl, I don't know, 12 years ago, who was dating this guy online, and they had been in a long-term relationship. Like, they were planning to move to Austin together and live together, and they did, at the same time I did. But I was we were working together the first time she went and actually met him in person, even though they were already in a committed long-term relationship. And she's like, it was just one of those scenes of a movie. We saw each other and we just ripped each other's clothes off. And he went down there, and then she's like, and then all the airplane bubbles just built up in her stomach. And she's like, it was the longest, loudest fart that ever happened in my life. And the very first encounter, just in this guy's face. And
they still together?
No.
Oh, okay.
They made it past that trip, but I could not. I feel like I'd just be I'm going to go back to my home state.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this call it a day.
Just a bust.
A bust.
I try not to fart in front of Casey anymore. She doesn't think it's funny, so I just don't do it. And but I'll try, and if I do, I'll say excuse me, and it'll be obvious that I'm trying to hold it in because I'm running. But the other day we were laying there in the morning, and I really wasn't thinking about what I was doing. It was just I guess I had let one out under the covers, and I just it's normal stuff because it's just gonna spread itself out. But right then, she decided to come over and lay on my shoulder.
Ooh.
And she throws the covers up. She just goes, oh God. She goes,
bad.
Did you fart under there and forget? I was like, I fucking think I did. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
So did you leave a fart in here?
I'm glad that you said that, though, because Kelsey will say that to me. Hey, did you fart? And when I say, I don't know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Because you're getting
And
old.
she goes, how can you not know if you farted or not? And I
Right.
think it's either A, like Amy said, yes, I'm getting older, or B, I just fart a bunch, so they're not noteworthy or
Which time are you
memorable at
talking
all.
about?
Who gives a-
So
I think that it's not I'm not
That just happened last night.
You did that to her?
No, both of us were on the sofa, and
Oh.
I actually did, but seconds later, she's like, "Did you?" And I was like, "No." And then all of a sudden, our cat comes around the corner from the litter box, and he's like,
yeah, he's done his
Strutting
business.
his stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Me and Jared, I always say, we just, if we were gonna have even the biggest, our biggest marital issue, I would say is that we have a tendency to just be bros on accident. We're just really good friends. So I feel like we gotta set some boundaries so that we don't just bro it up and then,
You know what's really
And then
good
not
for bed
mouth
farts?
and stuff.
What's that?
Weighted blankets.
Oh,
especially if you each have your own, so it traps your own around you.
Okay.
And then the other person has their weighted blanket,
Right.
and it just bloop.
All right. So when he first puts his phone in the glove compartment, I'm like, why the fuck is he doing that? And then I'm like, oh, that must be how we're going to set this movie up. He's going to have left his phone in the car.
a real thinker. See, they thought of everything in this film.
They did.
Wise.
I love the storyline that I like, and I like it because they do it several times, and they keep going to the Rent cast party, and about how he's just like, I passed on the grass. They're like, why the fuck did you pass on the grass? That's literally, why would he have done that? That's all they do. That's all they do.
I love like split screen stuff like that.
And then she goes, oh, I bet he had a boner. And he goes, I had a boner. He goes, and then the other guy goes, you're getting cock blocked by your own cock.
That happens.
There's a couple of reoccurring lines in there too, because the fuck king is really a funny one.
Oh, you're the fuck king.
Oh, you're the fuck king. Okay, what is that? How do you
wow.
get that? Okay, yeah.
Big guy.
I feel like this actress was just so good because it's such like a realistic, just like fucking bro girl. There's so many of them. Like like that. Just that would think that shit was funny and it not be that guy's most humiliating moment of his life because she made it funny and you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like,
yeah, I really liked her.
Yeah, I remember.
You can tell they were actually friends. Like like in the story, they weren't like they had never spoken. They were still a friend group.
Oh,
they knew each other.
I'm telling you, with that girl, I remember walking out of Cockblockers and going, "That's the fucking best actress at that age." Right now.
I forgot about her in Cockblockers.
So good.
On all the drugs.
Let's talk about the bear thing. It's like, oh, we got a bear bong. So Chris Burney likes to make those out of the little honey bear. The little tries to makes those little bongs out of that.
Knife is so sharp, it can cut piss. Oh, what's that? Are you pissing on this endangered fern? What the fuck is he doing? Oh shit, it's an anthill. I better get him. Let's get him. We approach a wild teen.
You're dead!
Oh shit, I think I cut myself. Did you just... Oh no. Why are you looking down there? Why are you looking down there? Keep your eyes above. No, what are you doing? That's not okay. Where did my dick go? Did you see my dick, Sean? Sean, you didn't see it? What about you? No, did you see my dick? You didn't see my dick?
What is happening?
Just cut off my dick.
Jeremy, is this a fucking prank? Don't be stupid. Come on, show me your dick.
I got my dick off!
That's one of my favorite lines of the whole thing is his sister going, wait, is this a prank? Come on, show me your dick.
Show me your dick. I did not even know the premise of this movie. I didn't read anything about it.
That's
no
awesome.
idea. So when I saw that, I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
This is it. Now I know why it's called the package.
That is not how I reacted to it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Just it flying through the air.
In the moon.
I hate what's happening to me as I get older. I fucking hate it. I cannot handle gory and gross and I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You're a mother.
I guess so, but that was a violent ass thing that happened to me. Like you think I would be like more badass after that, like
right?
Like,
yeah.
Show me the blood. I don't give a fuck. But like,
oh, you want to talk about like genitalia? That's
yeah, exactly.
Vagina's getting blown out. Look like a roast beef sandwich.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I used to fucking just be like, want to hear my top 5 decapitation scenes ever? Like I'm a fucking wimp now. Like just the little tiny spurt of blood that just from the side. I was like, like I can't. It sucks.
What would have been on the list of your top 5 decapitation scenes?
Oh God, I don't know. Helicopter scene from 28 Weeks Later. I don't know.
Okay.
You ever saw that? Did you ever see that movie? Spoiler.
I think I was thinking of the one 27 Dresses. So, and I didn't remember that.
Oh yeah, her head gets cut off too.
I like Dewey. I'm cut in half real bad.
I've been halved.
Well, obviously they're not going to have any phone service up there, so that's going to be an issue. I don't know what kind of bumbling idiot holds 4 cell phones like that. That was fucking stupid. You're wearing cargo shorts, for the love of God. Stick them in your pockets and get the fuck up there. But he
That's what I'm saying.
He says to his sister, if this doesn't work out, Becky, I'm going to be your sister now.
I think that's the funniest shit of the whole movie. It's the tiniest line, but that's so funny.
just their dynamic too, as like brother and sister. I mean, but you know,
you'll be a great sister. Is that what
yeah, they're twins.
The twin, yeah, not just brother and sister, but the fact that they're twins.
I think that's perfect because they can make everything just this much over the line because they're that much closer.
100%. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's one of those things, right? You just hope that you have a sibling that you can joke like that about, or with. Sorry, and about. So the text from Chad happens, and he calls him a taint, which was fucking hilarious. How good was the casting of Chad?
Perfect.
Yeah, really good.
You made me drop
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, they fucking even named it Chad, which sucks because, I mean, I did have a few friends growing up that their names were Chad, and they were kind of cool, you know, but it's in it, so it sucks for them now that name is it is
but I
so
do feel
descriptive.
like Chad was like the hot guy.
Can go.
Because
he could have been.
That's why.
Well, and there was a senior when I was in high school, and his name was Chad, and he was on the tennis team, and oh my God, he was the most beautiful human being I've ever seen in my life.
Was he a Chad?
Now?
Huh?
What's he up to now?
He's like a really successful doctor. Oh, and he was a twin.
What a dick.
He was a twin?
Yeah.
Identical?
No.
Lame.
All of the really super attractive dudes that I went to high school with that were like quarterback of the football team and stuff like that, they're all bald and selling State Farm.
Oh.
What is it with the State Farm? You're right. There's a lot of like State Farm guys.
Well, it was
That's what
tennis.
they do.
So.
Oh, tennis is different. That guy's gay.
It's possible.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I just went ahead and dated the State Farm guy while I was in high school.
See, there you go.
That's how you get past
Now he's playing tennis.
My beautiful friend Greg Gaunt, he played tennis. You know Greg that comes over? Yeah.
Oh.
You've met him before, but it's been a while.
Okay.
He's a handsome man.
He's a very handsome man.
I will say, I mean, he is a handsome man, but I do think that Jarrett might have a bigger thing than like for him than anybody else.
Oh, I thought you were going to say then him. I was like, oh, thanks, babe. That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, well.
So here we go. So he's cut his penis off. They're trying to get the helicopter to come down, and he decides to blow up the propane can. And the flight
I
rescue.
do like it when they go, "Hey, whose idea was it to blow up that propane?"
Yeah, he goes, "Whose idea was that?" Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was me.
Well, you're a fucking idiot. Okay.
We were already on our way back around.
Back.
We saw you on our initial approach. So you got 12. So at this point, I hadn't figured out. I'm like, okay, well, they're getting them up there pretty good. So now they're just going to be, and then I'm going, oh, that's why they kept making it so obvious that there were two coolers. Here we go. And this is, it's a little bit confusing in like, okay, why are they hiking back up the thing? And what is the deal? And why the fuck did they stay the rest of the night? And, I don't know. Anyway, we got there, and they've got 12 hours to fucking reattach this thing, and then the hilarity ensues. So up until this point, were you already out? Eric, you already thought this movie was fucking stupid?
I'm telling you, it's the most conflicted, or one of the most conflicted I've ever been, because I was able to laugh. The writing of the jokes is good, but that doesn't make it a good movie, I guess. Sure. I don't know. I just kept finding myself going, all right, okay, this formulaic, stupid bullshit. Like the plot I see coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
Because it is about penises. It's the dialogue is the only good thing about this film. The rest of it's
you didn't think the acting was good?
Or it's gross out comedy, or I thought their delivery was good. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say.
Okay.
I guess it's just taking the stupidest fucking plot in the entire world, and you're able to build around it as successfully as you could. Yeah. But even at the end, after I laughed, and I'm looking, as we talk about it, I can fully admit that it was funny. I still got to the end of that movie and went, you have got to be fucking kidding me that I just watched this stupid shit.
I'll tell you a little something about another reason why this is a perfect movie for me. I don't play video games. I don't watch any television that my wife doesn't watch. Ever. My life is work and family and friends, whatever. But like
being pussy whipped.
No, that's not it at all. In fact, I
watch tons of shit without him. He just doesn't watch TV.
I just don't watch television because I would rather be working I honestly, working is my job, is my hobby. So,
yeah, you can just judge how much TV each of us watches based on productivity in life.
But anyway, my point is that the kind of television that I do enjoy doesn't require me to think very much, with the exception of we'll watch one show at a time. Right now it's Sherlock, but before that, whether it was Ozark or Peaky Blinders or something like that, but I can only handle one of those at a time. And everything else we're watching is just easy. It's Teen Mom.
We watch garbage, like
Teen Mom, Married at First Sight, bullshit like that.
Drag Race.
So when a movie like this comes along and it's just like, you can sit here for an hour and a half and laugh and you have zero responsibility to fucking do anything else but just root for this guy and his dick. It's the right movie for me. It's the right movie for me. And
maybe I'm just thinking about it all wrong.
Yeah,
maybe I was in a bad mood.
When did you watch this? So like middle of the day? Did you have a beer last night?
It was at night. I hadn't eaten.
So you were hangry?
Okay.
You didn't have a nap?
I didn't have a nap, and I did start the movie last night about 11 o'clock.
Did you watch it with anyone?
I'm just tired.
So you were getting tired. You had to watch it before the day because you can't watch day of because you don't know how the kids are going to be that particular day. So a lot of responsibility.
I also have work, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Silly.
But, right.
I mean, this is work, Eric,
Yeah, but this work is fun. I would do this for free, except you agreed a long time ago to pay me to do it. Take that back. So whatever.
Yeah, you're a man of your word. You said you were going to take that money.
Yeah.
You're going to take
right.
that
I feel like it's the right thing for us to do as men to uphold what each of us said.
We shook on it. We shook on it, and here we go.
I've been watching The Crown.
It
That
would
is
be-
right. That's correct.
It would be bad to go back on it now. But but we're talking about all this. I don't think I could sit down. I don't think I could call my brother, who I, am very close in age with. We mostly find the same thing funny. I don't think I could call him and say, dude, you have got to see this movie.
Man,
You're going to love it. I just don't think that would happen.
God, this is the kind of movie where we could put this on at the beginning of the Bowling for Soup tour, and we'd still be watching at the end of the Bowling for Soup tour.
Yeah, just be on
every single night we finish our stuff, we take a few shots, everybody eats a piece of pizza, it calms down, and we put this movie on every fucking
If I were footloose and fancy free on a bus with you guys getting hammered all the time, going from city to city, just a new experience for me, something I've never done before, maybe I could see that this would fit right in with that.
But you know what? We're sitting here talking about it, and I'm starting to think that what Amy and I were saying earlier is right. Because this happens a lot on movies that you take a shit on, that I'll start talking through it and saying the lines, and you're laughing, and that is your job also. So I don't think that it's as though we had that one dickhead fan in here, like 3-4 weeks ago, that said you just pander to me or whatever, which is fucking the furthest from the truth, I think, ever.
Yeah, that's the furthest from the truth.
Yeah, I mean...
Actually, he's in the chat right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that dickhead or whatever. So, but I...
this is fun.
Yeah, isn't this great? Yeah, see?
I'm trying to think of the movie, the most recent one, because there's been a few for me. I hated it when I walked in, but after hearing everybody talk about it, I ended up liking it, or kind of changed my mind. Maybe it was Son-in-Law.
I thought Son-in-Law, you were pretty adamant about the fact that you hated that one.
Oh,
I don't know. Was that
I think it might have been Son-in-Law.
It was
something.
Groundhog Day that she hated.
No, I will
she hates
never
that till death.
fucking like that goddamn movie. I'm sick next Groundhog Day.
Is that right?
So 12 hours, and then so they're going to propose a toast to the first responders, and here we realize they did not give him the dick. We've got his dick, no ice and no phone. I mean,
like they wouldn't have checked it. I mean, I know you can't poke holes in this fucking movie. It's about a runaway dick, but like
or the penis. It's already got one. Sorry.
Eventually 2 more.
Yeah, that's the thing about talking about these movies for 2 hours, right? It's like we're trying to do a show here. We could have been done with this movie in 10 minutes. Eric, you wouldn't have to keep repeating yourself about, okay, I found some lines funny. I just fucking hate the movie. And I wouldn't have to keep saying, hey, if you just watched it with the rest of us, you'd fucking enjoy it, you know?
I know, but I'm having a good time talking.
Of course,
about
and that's
it.
the
I like
point.
you
That's the
guys.
show. That's the show. All right, so they find the ranger station, and to me, you know, as that was the thing. Here's the question was to me. All right, they gave him the wrong dick. Obviously, there's going to be a journey. Like, what could they possibly do with this thing to make it to where it's like this is going to keep being funny or whatever? Like, to me, having it bit by a fucking rattlesnake is pretty good. That's a pretty good thing to happen, you know?
And the 2 bags in the Ziploc bag, like the 2 holes in the Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Just that imagery. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, all the imagery when it came to the dick?
Yeah.
Oh, my
And
God.
then I just thought, you know what? The other funny thing about the dick is that each time you thought somebody was doing something with it that they weren't going to show, they just showed it.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd show it more than you thought they were going to. Like, when he's sucking on that thing, first of all, you know, and he's still working on it going out the door, you know? Like,
there's a lot of... Well, there's a lot
You
of...
got to make sure there's no sense in... I mean, listen, once that dick is in your mouth...
Yeah.
There's no sense in kind of half-assing it.
Yeah. Is that just the tip?
There he goes. That's all he needed.
Fuck you guys. I'm out.
Oh my God, that's great.
Forever.
All right, but he's a friend. But he starts to suck it. And he's just like, oh man, a lot of venom in this thing.
And I like how they justified that it should have been his sister because that one Donnie was like, well, it's been in your mouth before.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I never sucked his dick.
When you were swimming around in the dark.
There's no way that dick didn't go in your mouth.
I didn't suck
his fetal dick.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, then you got the big cliff dive or whatever. You know, could have taken or leaving this scene. I mean, I thought the way that they handled it was fine. But his back gets all blistered up or whatever. You know, you got these guys on the quest, and here we have our poor dickless friend lying in the hospital with the most sympathetic nurse of all time.
The helicopter went back to the campsite. Yes. But your friends weren't there. So the doctor's gonna need to operate before this gets infected.
Okay, no. My friends, they'll get me my penis back. I know they will.
Okay, I know they will too. If they don't, though, you'll be fine. We can do a full penile reconstruction using a graft from your forearm or glute. The results are fantastic.
Really?
Absolutely. In addition to increased self-esteem, most patients report successful ejaculation and 10% of sexual encounters. And on a pleasure scale, we're consistently hitting mid to high 30s.
Is that good? Those numbers sound bad.
Well, in comparison with not having a penis, I think those numbers sound pretty great.
Okay, I will wait for my dick. I have a strong dick. I know it'll last days out in the wild.
And no, everyone thinks their penis is special. It's not, okay? It's like one of these flowers, right? If you remove it from the body, cut off its flow of blood, and then eventually, if left on its own, it will wilt and die.
No, I wondered the same thing, and it's funny that they revisit it. But he's sitting there watching the flower the whole time.
I couldn't remember if it was a thing or not. I mean, whenever she said that later, I don't know if we talk about that.
No,
now,
we can. Yeah, she readdresses it because she says,
"Wait, do you think that this flower is a representation
somehow magically attached to your penis?
Yeah. What do you think? Is this fucking Beauty and the Beast? No. Oh, we lost.
Oh shit, Eric, you're muted and you're saying funny shit about the movie.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, I say that is the best part of the movie is when
because you do think that you're watching the flower.
Yeah,
because I was doing the same thing. I'm sitting there going, well, when the flower goes, then they're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, that's
and
how
then
much
she
time
walks
you
in
have
and
left
goes,
is how the flower is.
Yeah, that's the best part
Beauty and
though.
the
Is they?
you think this is magically hooked up to your penis somehow?
Oh man. Well, so they go up to the worst little kid that's ever lived, with the screechiest voice. All they need is some ice,
11.
maybe the keys to the boat.
I've seen tits.
Yeah, I want to see you two scissor. And then she just knocks the fuck out of this little kid, man. And anyway, so
this kid's in that really terrible Good Boys movie as well.
I don't remember.
I
him.
still need to see that.
Probably one of the. I think he's like the.
Good boys, good boys.
Don't, Amy.
What you going to do?
It's highly rated. I just did not like it. and I was really excited about it.
Oh.
It's like little kid Superbad.
Oh,
you and I. That.
Yeah, we went and saw that.
Okay.
Enough said.
Got it.
We went and saw it. It's terrible.
I thought it was going to be awesome whenever I saw the trailer, and then it just wasn't.
It was really bad acting, actually. That was really terrible little kid acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. The little black kid is good. He remember drugs? Well, I don't have drugs. He just say that all the time. Okay, we have drugs. Why did you just tell him we have drugs?
I don't remember that part. All I know is that little kid from that Wonder movie's in it, and he's just whisper talking the whole time. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Well,
dicks get cut, dicks get sucked, right?
Yeah, he says that to this little kid or whatever. Then he's just like, I can't believe I said that to that little kid. Dicks get sucked.
Yeah,
he's like whispering it.
Kid. Like,
yeah, I really messed up that kid.
It's funny. Sorry, guys. It's funny we've had all this dick getting cut off and all this other stuff, and a few other gross things have happened. But I'm more grossed out by the fact that the guy found the pair of panties on the branch and put them on. It was just like, I got your sign, and he just had some random person's underwear on.
Gross.
And the fact that they had to take those off for a reason.
It's just one of those things, like, you've got to know 1,000% that yes, this is what's happening. If there's 1% question in your mind, then just don't put that on.
Yeah.
So that's why when I wear women's underwear, I make sure that I know that they're Kelsey's. They have their initials in the back, and I know.
Sewn in.
Right, the day of the week.
Yeah, stop writing in Kelsey's underwear. She doesn't like that.
Yeah, she did tell us to mention that. I'm glad this came up.
Yeah.
It's the boy shorts. They're super comfortable.
Yeah. Those conversations, though, that the kid has with the nurse are so good, because there's the one where she comes in and she's, okay, well, now, no, I mean, at this point, not really sure what we're going to be able to do. You're going to have to make this decision, whatever. And he just goes, obviously, you don't have a dick. And she goes, no, I don't have a dick. No one in this room has a dick. It's so funny.
Yeah, she was so good.
All right, guys. Well, then there's the exchange between, or the message. So it's starting to haunt the kid that he left that he sent that text, and when she gets that message from Chad, and he's like, "Fuck you, Becky. You're the real taint. I dropped my vape. You owe me a new vape."
That was so funny.
Yeah, just God, what a douchey douche, and he just knew exactly what he looked like. Poor people named Chad.
We need to all make sure that we teach our children right now to not fear or not even educate them on the whole vaping phenomenon. We just need to teach them that people that have them look like douchebags, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be like, this is bad for your lungs. It should be like, what a fucking idiot with the vape. Like, and then you don't have to worry about them doing it, because every time they see one, they'll be like, or have it, they'll be like, I don't want to look like a douchebag.
I like that idea.
What?
Everyone's gonna have to write a note and, dear Miss Amy, sorry I taught your kids the word
sorry,
douchebag.
douche.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry about the douche.
He had to write a sorry I showed your kids the middle finger letter.
That was it. I was trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys the cleaning of the penis back at the convenience store?
Oh man,
where wounded soldier, it'd be an honor and a privilege.
It's an honor.
I cleaned a civilian dick.
Yeah, but just him cleaning it, and
the only dick I clean is mine and my husband's.
And he's gonna be like, his dick's gonna be better than it was, like, and then it glows like the suitcase in Pulp Fiction, and then obviously he's pissed.
I like that. In this movie, just crossing the line one more time. Like you said, every time you see it, you see it a little longer than you thought you were going to, and it's a little weirder than you thought it was going to be. Like, I like that the guy fucking shot an arrow and actually made the kid bleed. I think that's just funny, because in other movies, they dodged it and
for sure.
Like, the fact that he had a wound, in this stupid
shot him through the seat, and the girl turns it into a sex joke.
Yeah,
just like you like it, right?
I usually like just the tip. That's good, but it's not funny right now.
Yeah, just not,
Now, I did not think going to the wrong hospital. I thought they were in some desolate area. I definitely didn't think there were 5 fucking hospitals around there. But apparently that's what happened. So they go to the wrong hospital. They weren't at the wrong hospital at all. Spoiler alert. They just had the wrong name.
Even I wasn't thinking that. Were you guys thinking that at all when they kept looking for it?
Yes.
No, not at all.
When they walked into the hospital and gave his real name, I was like, well, that was dumb.
Yeah,
I just
no.
feel like he was conscious. Like, why wouldn't they have had his information?
I thought the same thing, but when they do finally get to the other one and they're like, is that the penis? The penis is here! We didn't think the penis was going to make it. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, I'm like everybody else. Like, what are the odds that there's another severed penis in the city?
Yeah, it is funny also that they, because you would go, well, why wouldn't he just call them when he got, because they all didn't have
nobody has cell phones.
Nobody
cell phones were gone.
Phone number anymore.
Right.
I know 7481414 if I need my carpets cleaned.
Yeah, that's the next best place.
Is that Dalworth?
Yeah, the next best thing to do.
I know 972-317-3030 was Domino's Pizza in Flower Mound because I used to give that to boys.
No, Dalworth is 1433 1433
84.
What did you say, Eric? What phone number did you say?
I don't know.
No, say it again.
CALLATT.
Because I think that was a different company, and I think I got the jingle.
Maybe it was Empire Today or something. I don't even remember the number.
Empire. That'll get you.
What's the 877 cash now?
867-8433.
Cause the next best thing to do is Dalworth Clean.
What's the other
Call
one?
7481414. Get results like you never seen before.
Yeah, that one keeps going.
None of these will help if you ever get your dick shot back.
7481414. 7481414. They just did
It was the Dallas Times Herald
Call the
Classified.
Dallas Times Herald classified at.
Is it 877 cash now?
877.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, if I need cash for my structured settlement,
And you need cash now. Yeah. Call
then I know who
It's
to
my
call.
money, and I want it now.
It's
Is that
my money and I want it now.
And
yelling
when I
out
get
the windows and shit.
mesothelioma,
Shut
I
the
know to
fuck
call
up.
the
Yeah.
law offices of James Sokoloff.
Okay, now what happens
I
if you're
should
in
remember
a
my
car
mom.
wreck with a
Suck a lot
diesel
of
truck?
what?
If you're in a diesel
I'm gonna call
Jim Adler.
Jim Adler.
The Texas Hammer.
The Texas Hammer. Hey, that's pretty good, guys. Remember so she brings up the Rent cast party again, and it's just like, hey, I just want you to know I have a crush on you too, and that's when the fuck king condom pops out, and he's just like, well, actually, your brother gave this to me because he wanted me to have sex with you. What? That's fucking disgusting.
I'm more like a fuck jester.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck Prince.
She goes, what are you, a fuck prince? I'm more like a fuck jester. Yeah. And, and he certainly proves that because he has another boner. Doctor's ready. And then he stands up. She just goes, did you just fart? Do you have the farts and a boner?
He's like trying to cross his legs to hide the boner and then squeeze his butt to trap the fart.
But we watched it with all the fucking closed captions on, and it says
Squeaker?
seat squeaks. So he was saying it's not a fart.
All right.
I don't know.
I watched it with captions too, but I didn't notice that. I was too busy laughing about the possible fart.
Yeah, there's a fart with a boner.
God.
You might fucking shoot that thing off if you do it
It's like a
correctly.
trigger.
What?
Yeah. It's not a thing.
What do you do? Like whenever you're that, like, I mean, because that obviously happens to people. Like, what do you do? Like if you're like just in your life and a teenager, like, and like, do you just sit there?
If you have a boner?
Or do you just...
Man,
I've actually wondered this before. Like in Romy and Michelle.
If you're not wearing boxers, you can push it up this way and like tuck it into your waistband.
Yep.
So it just stays
while you're sitting down, like you reach
can do it,
down.
like without anybody noticing you can do that?
No, you have to kind of do it as you're standing up to like get it into position.
Like if you're like in
you
school
just
and in
kind of
class,
have to
what do you do?
like
Bell rings, gotta move on.
hope that you have
Right.
sold it off.
It's more of like getting off an airplane. Like I used to get boners every time we'd land. And you'd have to kind of put it up there. But there's a line in Superbad where he addresses this and he
I
goes,
just get nauseous.
goes, man, I had a boner. I had to stand up, so I had to tuck it in my waistband. It fucking felt good. I almost came in my belly button.
Oh yeah, I do remember that line. Okay, so what you're saying is that of mothers of boys, we should encourage them to wear boxer briefs.
Well, you can, if just the waistband of your pants.
A little
Like,
more support.
Yeah.
I mean, I've wondered this many times, but now worried about my kids getting made fun of in school if they just pop a bony.
Well, it's easier with jeans, and I always wear jeans to school.
Yeah, if James gets a boner in school, he's going to knock someone's eye out.
Yeah, but he's going to make the track team for the pole vault. It's going to be great.
He's going to have to make him wear Spanx.
Yeah, listen.
He won't be able to break dance.
You're going to tuck it like a drag queen and live your life.
Right, you're going to look like a...
Oh, we got to figure that out.
Oh...
No, you can.
What if...
No, I remember. There's another move that I used to do where I would just put my hand in my pocket and kind of hold it there. You know, like as you're moving
just
from
one
place.
hand.
Yeah, you one hand it. You know.
Did you ever know a kid that would just fucking admit it? Because I had friends that would do that and just be like,
"No,
oh my god, I have a boner," and then
No.
I'd be like, and everybody would just be like, "Oh, that's weird," and then he'd just move on with his life. And
wow, good for him.
Well, I mean, like in friend groups, sure, but like not just like at school.
No, I definitely knew people. I mean, maybe it's the same thing, the Jackass era.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
again,
true.
it's
Penises
nothing's
being
really
funny.
shocking anymore. You know, it's that's the thing.
That's what Jane's Addiction said.
That's what they said.
Yeah, there was a lot of naked children whenever I was a kid because of Jackass. There was a lot of nudity. Like I saw a lot of penises before one ever came near me.
Dang. Not me.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, write that down, will you, please?
I'm serious.
Well, she was a penis artist.
I'm just saying that I don't think that penises were that shocking by the time you're in high school.
Jarrett, do you know how to make a hamburger out of your penis and testicles?
I do, but I can't do it. I guess my dick's not big enough for that. But the dudes in Simple Plan can make like a wristwatch and a hamburger, and they do all kinds of. There's the three of them can do a wristwatch where they full on wrap the whole thing around their wrist.
Okay, explain the hamburger.
I would need a much smaller wrist than the one I've got.
They basically take it and they put the dick in between the balls, but they tuck the head in so it looks like a hamburger.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, you turn it to the side and you. I mean, hold on, you guys. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
No,
pull up
but
that NSYNC shirt a little bit
to the side, and you pull the shaft around this way, and then you hold your balls one on top, one on bottom as the bun.
Okay.
Kurt Fletcher said there was a kid at his middle school that got a boner during a fight, and then someone yelled, "Gross! Ted's got a boner."
That's funny.
Which I think checks out.
Totally. God, Kurt.
Was he in a fight with you?
Kurt, I hope you work that into your stand-up, because that is such the fucking you could just get into bullying and fights, and
maybe that's the best way to get out of
a fight. Yeah, because I've always said, just shit your pants. No,
I think maybe the boner is the way to go.
I think it's more threatening and
yeah,
Dave Franco in Neighbors or whatever. He can just automatically just give himself a boner if he'll just close his eyes.
You just go dude, I do have a boner. Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean,
where's your boner?
You can hit me, but it's only going to turn me on more.
Right. You want to see this thing get bigger? Bring it.
Come at me.
Come at me. I'll come on you. Oh my God. We lost 7 viewers during that.
Yeah, I get that.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. It is great to be here on another game of 5 questions. We got a good one coming up. I don't know how John Gickler keeps finding himself in this group, but he's got to be hanging on to it for dear life, because John Gickler is in 2nd place overall, I believe. Yeah, he's 2nd place with 12 wins to Woody's 13. Greg Lee just tied him, by the way, as 12. So John's got to be a little confident going into tonight's battle. John, how you feeling about it? 12 wins and 18 attempts, buddy.
Well, if this is such a complicated movie that it's going to be difficult, I think.
Yeah, it is a very complex.
There's a lot under the surface there. That's
There, you're. And also back with us already, who coming in hot, by the way, almost at 50%, 5 wins, 11 attempts, ladies and gentlemen. Sean's little brother, Joey Bishop, is here. Everybody give it up for Joey.
Technically, Joey's older than me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sean's big brother. He's got a bigger beard, a little bit more hair, and all the wisdom for you to jump in on. And then coming in at I'm not gonna say, Vinny. Here's the thing: you are not our top. You're not good at this game, but you bring with it, when you play, some really nice luster and life. So thank you for continuing to play the game. And you have 1 win so far, Vinnie Cataldo. 1 win. You are our only player.
There's something to be said about the stick-to-itiveness of Vinny, because if I were this bad at anything in my life, I would just quit.
Would you?
Yes, 100%.
Even if you enjoy it?
Good at it, fuck it.
Here's the thing I could say about that. I would say this, Vinny. Eric does trivia every week, and there are some teams that are not fucking good, but they still keep coming back. So
I know what they come back for.
Oh, it's just you. Yeah. Sean, have you been playing? I haven't seen you on there. Of course, it's weird because there's 30 teams now.
There was a week where his questions were like, what man in 1964 found gum under a school bus in St. Louis, Missouri?
I remember that week.
I remember the exact week, dude. I
was so pissed off that I have
Pretty sure Sean's thinking like, damn, I think my questions are hard. This is hard. This is harder.
Now, Vinny, in all seriousness, I only give you shit because I can, and we're glad you're here. And
one guy I'll let give me shit because you've been an inspiration for me for the longest time, and I respect the hell out of you.
Well, thank you. You know that it is all in jest whenever I take the piss. If I wasn't making fun of you, it'd probably mean that I was worried that you know, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get off that. Lucy Murray wants to be better at guitar, the ability to cook, and a new computer.
And I want to be better at 5 questions.
And be better at 5. Well, you know what? You're not in the bottom. Well, you may not qualify, actually. I don't know how that works, Sean. No, see, you can't qualify. So you might be in the bottom 5, except for you are a $35 alternate. And only the $50 players actually get to qualify for best and worst. So, Vinny being our one of our representatives from the bottom 5 tonight, John Gickler being one of our representatives from the top 5 tonight, and the other 2 of you guys, Joey riding in the middle there, and Lucy filling in the gaps, like the package. All right, guys, here we go. Question number 1 will, of course, be about the movie The Package. In the movie The Package, what is the name of the drink in the white bottle that our cast of characters like to pass around in order to get themselves fucked up? All right, John Gickler, what you got?
Indigo spiced rum.
All right, and Vinny?
No idea.
All right, Joey?
I couldn't remember exactly. I just got rum.
All right, and Lucy?
Indigo Caribbean rum.
Okay, I'm going to give it both of you guys that said indigo. That's what I was looking for. Indigo go, indigo go, indigo girls. All right, guys, we'll go to question number 2 now. And good luck to everybody. Question number 2 will, of course, be about the movie The Package. In the movie The Package, what was the name of the soldier on the fake ID? What was the name of the soldier on the fake ID? Vinny?
I knew the last name was Jessup, but I just put Jesse because I don't know what his first name was.
All right, Joey?
Jack Jessup.
All right, Lucy Murray.
I didn't have a clue.
And John Gickler.
Harry Penis.
Harry Penis. I actually do know the answer to this, guys. And because it is Jack.
It's for sure Jessup.
It's Jack motherfucking Jessup. They're very
nice.
Good. Hey, great guess, though, Vinny. Jesus Christ. Did you do that?
Vinny know that, but not the rum question.
Well, did you get that?
Funny, dude. I don't drink beer.
Did you get that right because of the former 94.9 The Edge, Jesse Jessup that used to be on the Edge?
Doesn't look like it.
Well, I showed my age on that one. All right. Okay.
I'm the youngest guy on this.
Man, I fucking almost gave you Jesse. I can't because that's not the rules. But good job, Joey, on that one, I believe, right? So that means that John, Lucy, and Joey all have one. Vinny with nothing yet, but it's still anybody's game. We're going into question number 3. By the way, Vinny, I like when you just start writing as soon as you know you don't know. It's so funny. You just, it just is almost like, and I'll be like, oh, he fucking knows this one or whatever. Nope, have no idea. All right, guys, question number 3. Here we go. Those were both really, really hard. It's because the movie. All right. This question will, of course, be about the movie The Package. All right. Let's see here. In the movie The Package, let's see who just was paying attention to it. When they go into the abandoned ranger's house, what was his name? Sam? What's the main character's name? Sean. Sam? Sean. What does Sean have to? What does Sean have to do that not all friends would do for another friend? All right, Joey Bishop. What did he do that was so awesomely friendly?
He had to suck the dick venom.
Okay, Lucy.
I said suck venom out of the dick.
Okay, John Gickler.
I have sucked the poison out of his friend's dick.
Okay, and Vinny.
Well, I didn't write dick, but I did write suck the venom out of his penis.
There you go. There you go. That's fine. They all got it, guys.
I'm trying to keep it clean here.
All right. You did really, really good. Okay. This one also is about about the movie The Package. And here we go. All right. In the movie The Package, the guy from Workaholics is in his room, and his penis has been cut off. How specifically was his penis removed? All right, guys, we are back to... No, this is question 4. So, Lucy Murray, what did you say?
I said his methy girlfriend cut it off and flushed it down the toilet.
Okay, John Gickler?
I put his girlfriend cut it off with scissors.
Okay, Vinny?
Said the same thing. She cut it off with scissors.
Okay, Joey?
Same thing. His girlfriend cut it off with scissors.
Yes, that's all correct. I'm going to give it to Lucy. Lucy, I was looking for scissors, but since you added flushed it down the toilet, you knew what you were talking about. You watched the movie. It's like we're 4th grade reading teachers. We just want to make sure you went over the material. All right. Question number 5 will, of course, be about this movie that we just watched. I believe everybody has 2. Is that right? And Vinny has 1?
Lucy,
2?
John, and Joey have 3. Vinny has 2.
Vinny has 2. Oh, shit. Vinny, this is the fucking highest score you've ever got.
Woo! That's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't. You're right. Fuck. I was
This
just.
seems like the kind of movie.
Might be true.
I was just.
Seems like the kind of movie that Vinny would do well at.
All right. Here we go. This is a very tough one. Pay attention, and I think I think at least 2 of you can get this right. All right. In the movie, The Package, DTR is they use the letters DTR to refer to 2 things. You must get them both correct. DTR, it means 2 different things. John Gickler, what you got?
I have no idea.
Oh, my goodness. That surprises me. Vinny?
Well, I could get 1, dick to rim.
All right. That's funny. Joey?
Dick to rim and define the relationship.
All right. And Lucy?
I had no idea.
Wow. Joey Bishop, everybody.
Good job.
Joey Bishop, very, very good. Very well played. A very good thing for you to know. Sorry I stepped on your question there, Eric, but at least I didn't step on your package.
Britney Spears' song Oops, I Did It Again makes a couple of appearances in this film, and although it is one of her better known songs, it never hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States. I am going to give you 4 Britney Spears songs. Tell me which is the only one of them that made it to #1. Was it I'm a Slave for You, Toxic, Womanizer, or her remake of Bobby Brown's My Prerogative?
All right, Vinny, what is your guess?
I went with Womanizer because that's the only one I know of Britney Spears.
Okay, Joey?
I said Toxic.
All right, 2 different answers there. Lucy?
I said Toxic.
All right, and then John Gickler, what did you say?
Toxic.
All right, Eric, what's the answer?
Womanizer.
Ladies and gentlemen, wow! Unbelievable! He couldn't even stay in character, Vinny. He's so blown away. You got 3. You got Vinny, the only one to get that right. He's got 3 points. He and Joey and John. Is that right? All have 3.
No. So this is it. Just got weird. Joey has 4.
Okay.
Lucy, John, and Vinny are all tied at 3.
Okay. All right. Okay, that did get a little crazy. Now, that means that Sean's super hard question is going to mean quite a bit. Now, let me think about this. How am I going to do this real quick? Have we ever...
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 1 billion.
Actually, that's a good way to do it. We've never had a... Have we ever had a 3-way tie for the lower part of this thing before? I don't think we have.
Yeah. It's been a while.
All right, guys. I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 100. All right. And the closest, it does not matter if you go over. This is not The Price is Right, although we do spay and neuter our pet. I wrote down a number. Go ahead, and then I'm going to write down your guesses, too. John, what's your guess? Try to get the closest to my number between 1 and 100.
69.
All right. Lucy.
49.
49. And then Vinny.
50.
Interesting choice, Vinny. I thought you were going to play the odds and go with the lower half of the thing, and you would have gotten yourself right into that. But instead, you went 1 above Lucy, and the number that I wrote down was 6. 6er for the mixer.
1 to 100. How are we supposed to guess 6?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And do you realize that 6 is between 1 and 100?
It is, in fact, in between.
Unfucking
shit.
believable.
Scientists just found that out in the last couple years.
This just in.
Guy won a Fields Medal for it.
The Fields Medal.
Basically, it means Joey is still chilling. Lucy is going to try to answer Sean's question. And so here's what I need to do. From now on, when
You got this.
when this happens, though, I need to cut the like I should have probably cut it down to 2 for the tangent song. Now, see, that doesn't work either. Fuck it. All right. Anyway, we are where we are. Lucy, you are now going to try to answer Sean's super hard question. If you get it right, you win. If you don't, you're not a loser. But you didn't get it right, did you? Joey, all you can do is sit there and bask in the fact that you got the most points. Vinny and John Gickler, just remember that you did not lose this evening. All right, guys, here we go.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
All right, Lucy, the 3 categories: early 90s movies, social media, or the 707.
Social media.
Social media amongst kids are addictive. Choosing a unique username to stand out is also another sometimes difficult task. What did Sean Floyd choose for his Snapchat username?
Sean's username on Snap.
Username.
Sean's the main character.
I have no idea.
He spreckens the Deutsch. No. She does not know. Well, Sean, enlighten us.
The Dutch Rudder _046.
That's a fucking hard question.
Dutch Rudder.
All right.
That sounds like something
Vinny
that's
and
on...
John are both going, we wouldn't have fucking got that anyway. The whole goddamn picking a number thing was fucking stupid. We didn't even need to do it. Your winner this evening, Joey Bishop, everybody. Give it up for him. Joey, moving on up, to the top of the sides. Thank you guys so very much for playing. You guys, as you know, we appreciate y'all so very much. Your contributions to the show, not just monetarily, but content-wise, mean the world to us, and as do you. So y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Come hang out on the chat if you can. And we'll see y'all next time. Vinny, we'll see you next week from Florida.
Surgery went perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but as good as we could have hoped. So we have a successful reattachment, and your friend's going to be fine.
And what about the snake venom?
There was no venom in the penis.
Yeah, man. You sucked that shit out.
Woo! No, there was never any venom in the penis. It's impossible to suck venom out of a bite wound. It was a defensive bite.
Whatever, man. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know shit.
Yeah, right. Just a doctor. Anyway, your friend whose dick you sucked for no reason is going to be under a bit longer from the anesthesia, but you can go in and see him. Sure, he'd love to wake up to some friendly faces.
Whose dick you sucked for no reason.
I would 100% suck as many dicks as it took if it meant that one of my friends could have their penis back.
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't be embarrassed about it even a little bit. Like, it's just something that had to be done. So for this fucking doctor to be like, the dick you sucked for no reason. No, there was a reason. I thought I was trying to save my friend's penis.
Yeah.
And, you know, line these dicks up left and right and just keep shoving them in my mouth.
It's funny because I thought the same thing when they were in that scenario. Of course, you know, you had two females, but you know, like I 100% could tell you that like band and crew standing in a room, like my boys, like they would fucking all be like, I will do it. You know, like it just would. Yeah. And I would fucking totally do that for somebody. 100%.
And if you give me 4 beers?
Right. Well, they didn't have any beer. They didn't have any beer.
Then you'll do it a little more enthusiastically.
Yeah, somehow that dick that's not attached to a body is just going to get real hard. You let Eric get after it.
After 4 beers.
I mean, who knows? I don't know if I'd be any good at it.
He
but
gets
I'm
real,
just saying,
real giving.
It would be worth trying. So whatever.
Whatever. Take that.
That's so funny.
Take that.
When the dude cut his dick off, did you hear?
Man, it made me physically uncomfortable sitting there on the couch. Like, you know that thing where you like sit up a little straighter and cross your legs.
Oh,
like
for sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, not good.
Jared's opening a beer.
Nice.
Oh, that's delicious. All right.
I know. Look at all of us not drinking tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The show did get better. Reginald Hudson was going to get somebody else's severed penis. And, guys, we have somebody else's friend's dick. Somebody else has our friend's dick. I mean, like at that point, I'm thinking, okay, the obvious ending of this movie is the guy's going to get a bigger dick.
Totally.
That is what I thought. That's why I wanted to see the other
He's going to wake
dick.
up and be all like, oh my God.
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
I mean, you know, can you imagine waking up I mean, you girls can't.
Nope.
But like, if we woke up and just had a bigger dick, like it would be, that's better than a fucking Red Ryder shot BB gun.
If you traded my dick for any one random dick in the entire world, there is only a 10% chance that I wake up with a smaller dick than the one I've got.
Smaller.
So
that's not true.
Like,
I've seen your dick, and you're being facetious. Those of us who actually have small
when did you
dicks.
see Eric's penis?
Well, I watched him pee one time while we were FaceTiming.
Don't boys always see each other's penises?
Yeah.
Jarrett does.
Yeah.
Not all boys. Jarrett makes sure
all boys
to
do.
know all penises around him.
I just feel like with urinals and troughs and such, you just see everybody else's penis all the time.
First of all,
you really in that situation.
First of all, that offends me.
Not to see.
And don't act like y'all don't see each other naked and shit. Girls see each other naked all the time.
I've never seen any part of Amy naked.
Never seen Casey naked.
Well, that's fucking weird. You probably will one of these vacations.
I actually doubt it.
No, one of these you can't see a time where you guys have to. Okay, let's run in here and change real quick. Like. You wouldn't change clothes in front of each other?
I mean, I would. I would
fucking change.
But I'd probably like
I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't be like, hey,
turn
come
around.
with me.
No, and that's not what I mean.
Let's
but like,
go get naked.
I mean, I come into the bus after like a really sweaty show, and Dave puts the front lounge on lockdown. You know this. I take off all my clothes, all of them, and it all gets replaced. But there's no door shut. Everybody's walking around, and
I think I only have one friend that I would like change like all the way in front of.
That's weird.
Yeah, who is it?
Katie.
Everybody knows who that is.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if I had a weird spot on my boob.
I've seen Katie naked more than I've seen myself naked, I'm sure.
Yeah, if I had a weird spot on my boob that I needed another set of eyes on, I mean, Casey would be my girl.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, if it's science.
Hey, is this weird?
100%.
Oh man, so one time I
It wouldn't be weird. It just wouldn't. I can't think of a scenario it would happen.
Me and Chris were on a freight elevator one time, and I peed in it, and I zipped my dick up in my dickies.
Instant karma.
And
That's funny.
And so this is a true story, and I was just like, dude, you got to look at it, man. Is it bad? And he's like down there, he's examining it or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, man, it's fucking not good. The elevator opens up, and two old ladies just standing there waiting to get on the thing. And,
Did they get on?
well, I got off. I zipped
Isn't
up.
this the plot to something about Mary in some way?
No, they weren't in Las Vegas.
Frank and Beans.
We were in Las Vegas. It all comes out, right? She gets mad because he was pretending to be Chad, but to me, these kind of things always kind of make me feel a little funny because whether he sent the text or not, there was a lot going on, and the shit that Chad said back, like the girl needs to fucking recognize, you know?
I just feel like he should have been like, I'm gonna be honest, I was really drunk and just moved on with his life. They were all drinking that.
Sure.
spiced
Good
rum.
point.
Yeah.
They were all bros.
You could go, hey, I was really drunk. One of my best friends just cut his dick off.
This dickhead just chimed in while I'm trying to get a hold of an EMT. And
I was just trying to get him to go away, you know.
so I called him a dirty taint.
So I called him a dirty taint. What happened? Okay, so they have to tell him that his penis died, you know, at this point, and he just now I think, okay, well then I'll go ahead and take the other one, you know, like the one you're gonna be. Oh no, it's way too late for that. You know, we're not gonna be able to do that. But a lot comes out here. This is where the redheaded guy goes, hey, sorry I started the rumor about you being on bath salts and being in rehab, which had been the whole episode he had done without a fucking knowing that or whatever.
Yeah, you know I got abandonment issues. That's what he said.
Well, just the whole scene with the dude from Workaholics where they go in and they're like, man, you put the wrong dick on him. He's got our friend's dick. And the dude's like, it's not a Lego set. And the guy looks down, he's all disappointed. And his friends are taking up for him like, that's a normal dick. And he's so like, mad. I'm stuck with this thing. Did it come off a little Navajo boy?
I think the most shocking thing in that whole scene was just Blake Anderson's hair straightened. That was very weird for me.
Yeah, that too.
It's usually very large and in charge.
I have never seen that human in my entire life. So
you wouldn't. Yeah, you would enjoy it.
Mm-mm.
Well, I thought maybe you would enjoy this movie.
People told me that about Schitt's Creek, and that show fucking sucks.
Just watch the Insane Clown Posse episode of Workaholics. That's all you need to watch.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Did it remind you of growing up in Louisville?
Yes, it did. And this actually happened today. It's weird being 30 years old and still getting this type of shit. But I went to my mom's house because she had like extended family member that had stopped by to say hi while they were in town. So she was like, come say hi. So I did. And I've never really met this woman. I know her mom, but I don't know her. And just somehow worked into the conversation, like to relate to me because I got off work. I don't know. Maybe I had a little extra makeup. I don't know what the deal was. And just said, oh, I get it. My daughter is into all the same stuff. She likes that Insane Clown Posse. And I was like, I gotta go home.
This is my cue.
Okay.
I've not been compared to that part of the world in a long time. She looked at me and thought, Juggalo.
Okay, can I ask a question about this Juggalo Insane Clown Posse thing? Is this a real thing that people are like?
Is this the real life? Is this
is it just a fantasy? people who claim that they believe that the Earth is flat, like the Flat Earth Society, I think like those people are in on the joke, and so
I think so too.
I think not with the Insane Clown Posse community.
It's not like kind of ironic, like they get into it because they know that other people think.
I posted a thing because I'm from Louisville, and that, for some reason that's like the where all the juggalos breed. But I posted something, I don't know, 5 years ago on my Facebook, and I just went, hey guys, now that we're 10 years out of high school, maybe just don't like the Insane Clown Posse anymore. And I thought that was hilarious, right? And most people did, and they were like, haha, that's right. And then some people got on there and they were like, this is a lifestyle, this is about friendship and unity. I'm like, oh my God, there's juggalos here. They're here now with us.
So
like,
I think you compare it more to like Deadheads. Like it's less about the music and more just about the family and the vibe and acceptance and things like that.
And the paint and the
Manson said too.
But I mean, I mean, but I can say this: like I've
the Grateful Dead,
sure,
like crazy, and so I'm to understand that you see a similarity or a bunch of similarity between people who enjoy the Grateful Dead and people who enjoy the Insane Clown Posse?
I'm saying that there are probably more people that don't give two shits about the Grateful Dead's music that follow that shit around for the acceptance and the party and just and all of that. There's a fucking shitload, and you know I'm right. And it's the same with Fish, and it's the same, you know, it's not as cult-like. But I'll tell you, man, that I do have to say this, and I'm not a huge fan of the Insane Clown Posse. They're fucking great to their fans, man, and their fans know it, and they're the biggest selling merchandising band in the country. I mean, it's a crazy thing, but there's like another band that's kind of like them that's called Twisted, and we did Warped Tour with them.
Nicest dudes ever.
They could not have been sweeter. They had Wii Bowling set up on the side of their bus every night, and you go over there and play, and like, so those guys still, every single time I comment like on their Twitter, they're, Jarrett, what's up, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's like, they don't have to do that, you know?
Okay, you're right. I can't single out a whole community of people, but I can single out the huge community of people I went to high school with that I know personally that are all giant pieces of shit that do meth and
well, it's
go to
not
prison
fair
for stabbing
to
people
single out
in
an
the
entire-
head. That is a true story. Yeah.
It's not fair to single out an entire group of people for the way that they all act, and you know that.
Yeah, we can't help that stereotypes are true.
I can't believe we live in a world where like everything's so like touchy and PC that you can't even fucking bash on juggalos anymore. That just seems crazy.
Hey, I did not take up for the I'm not taking up for the listen, I don't understand it either. I'm just saying from the band's perspective.
I hope there's a new world of I hope there's a whole new little baby juggalos.
A whole new world.
I just feel like I have a couple friends that like maybe if they'd like just take off the makeup during weekday hours, they might like maybe get their shit together.
Maybe. I don't know. I you know.
No one to tell us no or where to go. Or that we're only dreaming.
I'm trying to harmonize with you, but I'm on a delay, so you just have to like stick with it, and I got you, man. Eric. I got
Don't
you,
close
Eric.
your eyes.
Okay, sorry. Don't you dare close your eyes.
Kurt Fletcher says, my racist uncle met ICP at a truck stop, and if I ever get an opportunity to go back in time to any moment in history, I'm going to see that interaction. I get that.
Not to kill baby Hitler.
There is a movie, though. Okay, first of all, the Workaholics Juggalo episode is the
Casey,
shit.
what's the movie that we saw with the girl from Orange is the
I'm
New
telling
Black?
you right now.
Okay.
It's called Family. And yeah, it's Piper from Orange is the New Black, and she has to like babysit her estranged brother's daughter, her niece, and the niece just wants to be a juggalo. And so she takes her.
And you get a glimpse into the world of it without it being
and they
like...
are all like, she gets into it and they're all like, yeah, come on, you want to come hang with us? And you know, you kind of see the people behind the freak show or what, I don't know. Anyway, it's a really good movie.
We really liked it.
Worth watching.
Yeah. Eric, write that down. It's another Netflix movie. You're gonna love it.
That down.
Family.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. You probably would hate it.
That doesn't sound like me. I am amenable to most things that we watch.
How about the how crazy did that fucking lady look?
Oh my god.
That came in to I don't care how many times you reattach it. I'm going to find you and cut it off and flush it every time.
My favorite line, she flushed my pee-pee like a poo-poo.
That's the sign I should have got you for Christmas.
That was an anxiety. I was just like, put down the scissors, man. Like, even after it was on, put them down. Then she's up in the tree later. They're trying to get her out from in front of the hospital.
And Chad's there watching.
You got their wish. They got the dick back. And it just, at this point, he's just, he has that cup. They have like that cup that pregnant ladies have, at the hospital. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the best cup ever.
Yeah.
You only got one of them.
Yes.
Use it, and it's bullshit.
And so they have it, the ice, and he just takes it and he starts to drink out of it. She goes, I don't know if I would. He goes, oh no, I wrapped it up like dog shit. It's fine.
He did too. He was like, and I'm gonna inside out.
Yeah, totally. Full on just dog shitted it up.
Wait, holy shit, stop the car.
What?
Stop the car, stop the car.
What?
I know how to find Jeremy.
How?
Jeremy bought us booze on the drive out to the mountains.
Okay, so what?
The military ID was the one in his wallet, his fake.
Oh, so the hospital admitted him under the name on his fake ID.
Jack, motherfucking Jessup!
Yes!
Holy shit!
Okay, I'm calling it in.
Okay, wait, which hospital? You said there were 5.
East General, the first place we went to.
East General Hospital.
Hi, can you connect us to Jack Jessup, please?
One moment.
And connecting you now.
Yes!
Yes! No, yes!
That bottle of indigo lasted a long time.
Yeah,
and I
that's
bet
a big
it is
bottle.
warm.
This is one of the only scenes that I was like a little. I'm like, why are they not driving?
Yes, he
drive.
demands they stop the car, right?
Yeah, they have the entire conversation. Like, just drive.
It also looks really smelly in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says.
It's also weak as fuck because they bought 1 bottle of rum and 2 cases of beer to travel 6 miles out into.
Well, they're high school kids, right? They're probably gonna smoke some hitch.
Yeah, the bear bong.
Yeah, the bear bong.
Smoking some doobies with my brothers.
They're fucking kids, I don't know. To me, I remember when a case of beer seemed like a lot.
Yeah.
Do you ever have like somebody's older brother that'd be like, oh yeah, they'll be like just like $20. I'll buy you a 6-pack, and you're like, okay, here you go. I had that.
No, I had my brother who would just fill up the cooler as long as we let him come watch us practice, and give him his family entertainment for the evening or whatever. So.
I had a job at 14, so I had to always pay for all the shit.
Yeah.
And I always.
Oh yeah, I remember our friend.
Yeah, it took me a while to really realize the actual cost of alcohol.
Yeah, that's just it too, right? You'd buy like a bottle or something. Like I remember everybody about I could get a bottle for the weekend, get a bottle like $151, but then everybody would want to fucking take a shot of it all the time, and that makes it go away really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
How sad.
Yeah, it's
That's
almost
why
like
you buy
drinking it
Smirnoff
all makes
Apple
it
because nobody
go
wants
away.
a fucking shot of that shit. It's gross.
I actually used to drink that.
Of what?
Yeah. Smirnoff Apple.
Oh, gross. All the girls drank Purple Passion when I was a kid.
Can I start icing your house to the point where I hide Smirnoff ices around, and if you uncover one, you are required to immediately drink it?
Not in my house, but
had to-
you can hide one in the studio or something.
You can hide one in my house for Jarrett.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm there about half the time. So
I had to show photographic evidence to Jack one time that his generation did not invent icing your bros. Like I have like lots of old high school pictures of people on their knee down in Smirnoff ices. Like, no,
you have to drink them hot. Like if it's been sitting there a couple of days.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Like if I found one, could I go to the refrigerator and get a cold one?
No.
Then I don't want to play.
To your knee
Fuck
and
that.
drink it.
You have to drink the whole thing though. It's easier if it's.
I'm almost 49 and famous. I don't give a fuck about the icing, unless it's on the cake.
Oh yeah, heaven forbid you participate in something fun.
Yeah, I am.
You
It's called a
think you're too cool
podcast.
for
I'm
it.
fucking talking about a goddamn movie, not being a fucking asshole about it. Oh, I have to watch
one's
this
being an
movie.
asshole.
I have to watch this movie. I should be just making up trivia questions and writing programs and stuff. Man, I just fucking...
Why don't you go write a program for
You know
your
what I
trivia
do all
questions?
day? I just
you say
fucking...
programs and you were thinking computers. In my head, I'm like, Like for a play or like for the Church of Christ?
Like a pamphlet?
I'm a better guitar player than this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fucking this movie sucks.
I'll be honest. I would play the Ice Your Bros game with you, but like I'm just too old because that shit gives me headaches. Like
My knees aren't good.
I don't want you to.
it's not a temperature.
If I can stand up, I'll play.
I don't want to play
I had my
because
time. I lived through it.
We have teenagers in and out of this house. They don't need more access.
It's like fucking Easter.
Easter's gonna be fun.
Impersonation of me because I know I have mine of you.
No,
Hey!
no, that wasn't. I was just being a dick there. I don't know how I.
Okay.
It would actually, to be honest, I can impersonate most anybody. I don't know that I could do an impersonation of you because your voice is so low. Like it's really hard for me to do that. But I bet I could probably do.
How low is it?
See, I could never do that.
Well, you'd have to burp it, I think.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, Jarrett.
Hello, Mary Lou.
Yes.
Goodbye, heart.
Hi, I'm Eric. I do IT and make up trivia questions.
That's actually not bad.
Oh, really? Hey, it's fucking hard to do that.
It's as good as his impression of you is. Yeah.
Right, that's what I mean.
Oh, that's a good one.
They're pretty
equal.
mad.
We're just caricatures of one another. So you're like, hey, and I'm like, hey,
God, I would like
it'd be
go
great
to work
to,
all mad or something, and I'd be like, oh my God, Jarrett was like, and they're blah, 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 and everyone's like, that's Jarrett that you're doing right now. He said that.
The last thing you should do when you try to impersonate me is make your voice lower.
Making it higher just makes you sound like less in the wrong of the situation.
No, I get it.
That's
It's
true.
too
More
upbeat.
innocent.
Yeah, it's too upbeat.
It never worked anyway. And they'd be like, well, what was the situation? I'm like, okay, this is a fucking hair salon break room. Just be on my side. Just that's it.
Everybody that meets
Everything I'm saying is bullshit. Just go with it.
Everybody that meets my dad thinks that he's got this real Southern drawl, kind of like John Wayne. He sounds nothing like I make him sound.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like that at all.
My name is Gary Pitzinger.
My dad?
What's her husband's last name?
That's fucking weird.
You're like the guy in the mall
they're a real
Sorry.
tight-knit family.
Yeah.
Gary Barry.
Hello, my name is Gary Barry. You may know my wife Sherry. She's very popular on Valentine's Day.
Very.
Anyway, here's our daughter Mary.
Yeah. All right. So I didn't know what DTR was. My wife had to tell me. I didn't even have to ask. She goes, DTR means define the relationship, by the way.
Yeah, dick to rectum.
And then when the
Dick
crow
to rim.
goes dick to rim, I thought that was funny. Again, I thought all of the actors in this were great. Everybody did such a good job.
I will say I think the worst actor, if I'm just being honest, was the dude that played Jeremy, the one that got his penis cut off. I get
No,
his
the worst
character.
doctor is the doctor. The worst actor is the doctor.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's an adult.
It worked
He's
out
a grown-up.
perfectly. It was still fine for the movie, but there were some times.
Yeah,
where
because
I'm
you
like,
don't see him that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, he was just like this stoner kid who cut his dick off. And, you know.
And he did it back on for Kylie Jenner's.
He needed it back on for fucking Kylie fucking Jenner's.
Okay, we didn't even talk about all the Britney Spears.
Oh,
shit,
man.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think that was so funny.
That when
That
they're
was
singing
really
around
good.
the campfire.
Yeah.
God, that was
all
good.
sad.
It was a sad oops, I did it again.
I think I'm in love.
They sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he had sang it for a girl, right?
No, they were
For
writing a play.
Kendall Jenner's.
Yeah, him and Kendall
That's what
Jenner
it
were
was.
writing a play.
Yeah.
But it was Britney to shaved head to back or something like that. Like,
Hang on, I have it. It was one of my questions.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
No,
That
it's
was
fine.
one of mine.
I have more. It is blonde to bald to back again.
Gosh, we haven't even done any of our bits. Let's just fucking do that now over here.
Where are the bits?
Dueling trivia.
All right, Eric, where are we score-wise?
11-11. We
How's it feel?
gave you our half points for your birthday.
And there
I
will
do have
ne-
another birthday present for you next week, but
We will
in
never
the
have half
meantime,
points again.
Unless we have
Unless-
a half.
Unless
going
we
forward.
deem so. All right, you guys go ahead. Take it away. I'm going to go pee
but
while you
yes,
guys
it
do
is-
this.
Yeah, go pee and we'll
Go
do-
flush your
now,
pee-pee like a poo-poo.
Amy, I only took 6 notes for this.
Oh, okay.
Blonde to bald to back again
Yeah.
was one of them. So that's out.
There was another
out of the
one.
way.
And then Jarrett asked about Indigo Caribbean rum earlier, so that's out of the way. So I only have 4 choices here.
Okay.
Okay, I think this would be the easiest of the ones that I have written down here. When the first clip that we watched, and he turns the porn on the TV, and he comes out and he says, "Please turn that off. My brother's in there crying." And then he says something about the little redheaded kid's facial hair. What does he say that he's growing?
Ed Sheeran's pubes.
Well, that's later.
Oh, because that was one of my
But immediately he says, "You're growing this out. It's back in style."
Like the mustache itself, he describes it? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know that one. I just wrote down Ed Sheeran's pubes.
They say it a couple of times. The Narcos Coke stash.
Oh, I did
the
not
answer I was
catch
looking
that,
for.
man.
Ginger Escobar, like a bunch of like.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Okay, that was a good one because I really zoned in on Ed Sheeran's pubes.
And that was funny. The other, so would you have gotten? They talk about the indigo rum all the time, but they say the name of the beer twice. Would you have gotten the name of the beer?
Yeah, because that was one of my questions. Oh my gosh, am I out of questions now?
You can't be.
Oh no.
All right. Well, at the very least, I won't be behind.
Okay. Yeah, that's
because you missed yours. So that's
okay. Are you ready for? Right. Okay. Here we go. Why was Sean in Germany?
He wasn't a foreign exchange student?
No, I actually don't know. I was just wondering if you would have an answer. Let me give you a real question.
Oh, and I just
no. Okay, so here is my question. You'll probably get it right because of your other question. What was in the cooler that was sent with Jeremy in the helicopter?
2 beers, 2 Flitzen beers.
There it is. 2 cans of Flitzen. That was good.
All right.
I think we're getting on the same page here. I'm going to have to try to change it up.
Our cycles are starting.
Oh, yeah, we've synced up.
All right, so who won?
Eric did.
Eric with a comeback.
Just for the sake of the question, it's on the list of questions left unanswered. Why was Sean in Germany?
Okay.
They never answered.
Yeah, I figured. Like, you're just assuming that he is a foreign exchange student, but it's not really said.
Ah, son of the...
And then that they...
Or he's maybe, like, just into, like, poop porn.
Yeah.
Well, my iPad went out.
Or, Sean, what was his name on Twitter again?
Oh, the Dutch rudder.
The Dutch rudder. I feel like that's something we need to look up on Urban Dictionary. The Dutch rudder.
Well, I lost the ability to use my iPad because the charger.
Did you go to timeout?
Oh, good for you!
Oh, that was really good.
Really fucking good, dude.
Oh my god,
amazing. But no, Eric, did this make you horny?
Wait, can I just say what the Dutch rudder is?
Yes, please. I'm excited.
While a man holds his own erect penis, someone else works his arm. Oh, I've heard that before. Being almost as if they're jerking him off.
Oh, okay.
What is that from? Oh, Zach and Miri make a porno, which we need to do. They do the Dutch rudder. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, and we need to do Deuce Bigalow 2 because they talk about the Portuguese breakfast.
Tell us about that, Eric.
It's one of the biggest gags of that film, so I don't want to describe it in case we ever do it.
That's happening, by the way.
Deuce Bigalow 2?
No, we're not.
Deuce Bigalow Deuce?
Yeah. No, we're doing.
Okay, they spend the whole movie talking about this Portuguese breakfast sex act, and in context like, oh, this is the same gigolo that charges the same for a Portuguese breakfast as he does a Berlin hamburger, or whatever. And then they show him teaching the Portuguese breakfast, and you see 2 women's legs with high heels at the end, like upright like this, and the guy cracks an egg and just goes like this, and then that's it, and the scene cuts away.
But you never find out what it is?
You never find out exactly what it is, but it involves
I want to start like
an upside down woman.
An entire like social media that just does that, like just like based off of weird shit that's said in cartoons. And I got this idea.
Oh, right.
Because we were watching Captain Underpants. And the little nerdy kid out of nowhere just said, would all you rusty harmonicas just relax and blah, blah, blah. And I immediately was like, pause.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta find out that has to be a thing. That is the act of blowing into a woman's anus while cupping your hand in front of her vagina as to tune the note. Similar to the rusty trombone for a man.
Blah.
That sounds right. I can't even listen to the news about this power outage we had and they say rolling brownouts.
No. That was Amy's bit.
That gets me
brownouts.
as well. All right.
Brownouts.
Eric, did this make you horny?
Too much talk about penis getting cut off to even consider being horny in this one.
Yeah.
But man, look, whatever nationality that twin sister is my new favorite fetish.
Yeah.
Because
I believe she's
man.
I feel like she was.
She's got to be Middle Eastern. I think she's.
Well, she's Australian, first of all.
Oh, interesting.
Well, then I have a new Australian fetish.
Interesting. Nobody's got that. Well, hey, good day, Mike.
To Austria.
Let's put another
She has a very
shrimp on the
long
barbie.
last name.
Mind the gap, if you will.
It's so fun. I started this podcast not going to drink, and I've got a little buzz, and it's fucking great.
So
I'm about to go get another beer. My, how do you say in Espanol? Fifth?
Cinco.
Oh, no.
This is ridiculous. Casey, were you going to tell us something, or?
Oh, I don't know. I bailed.
I figured that's what was happening. Okay, that you were bailing. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it was doing the thing where, like, by the time I got to where I was looking, it was too far past the not that interesting point to bring it back into the conversation.
No, go back.
Which I've been learning.
Whatever it was, go back.
I'm looking.
Don't let Jarrett intimidate you.
Right. Well,
her mother. Okay, let's see. Her father is of Tamil.
Yeah, of Tamil descent.
Her mother is from Switzerland. Man,
so there you go.
Me for a loop.
That should be easy to find on Pornhub. You know?
on farmersonly.com.
Swedish and South Asian.
I really wasn't thinking about this. I forgot to talk about this. Man, my headphones are being whack. Hello. But they're going in for the first kiss. It's so romantic. On every other movie, they'd be interrupted by a friend or a car. Chad would drive by or something. But no, she just remembered that he had her brother's dick in his mouth earlier than that. And he goes, well, what? Can you smell the dick?
I'm with her on that one. That was that was
a good call.
It wasn't Venom. What was happening?
No, that's fucked up. I mean, if you've been out for a whole night and then you end up just making out with some dude,
he said there's a lot of venom in this thing,
but a lot of things,
and there wasn't any venom.
No,
in it.
Right.
He's
right. If I can French kiss a girl after she has given me a blowjob and I've ejaculated into her mouth, then she could kiss me if I have had a dick in my mouth that didn't ejaculate.
That's a fucking bold ass rule, man.
A severed
penis?
Snake bitten.
He sucked the side of it, not even the head.
I don't think it matters.
Well, if you puncture two holes in it, then anything can come out of the side, Eric.
What a ridiculous conversation.
If ever Kelsey tells me she won't kiss me because I had a dick in my mouth, I will remind her of the times that I have kissed her
previous to or post.
Otherwise.
Yeah, we got it. If you know what, if you want me to remind her, just call up. I'll handle it.
That's getting weird.
Wait a minute. As Eric's representative. Oh wait, hold on. I could just be you on the phone. Yeah. Just remember the time that I and then, we,
Good talk.
All right, good talk.
Hey, Kelsey, you gotta remember.
Wait, Eric is Batman? Batman is Eric?
I think he might be Garth Brooks.
Okay.
Oh man, Trisha Yearwood.
Miss Yearwood.
It's a little bit less gravel. Oh, boy, I tell you, sometimes a country.
Looking back.
Hey guys, I'm Kendall. Thanks for making sure little Jane made its way back home.
Oh, our pleasure. She calls it Little Jane?
I just got to give you 2 more kisses.
Okay, 2 more kisses, but just 2.
Okay.
Kendall, I told you just 2. You're gonna rip the stitches.
I'm sorry, I just love you so much.
Jeremy, why did you fuck with the whole ramp thing? We just gotta get right back in anyway. We're going to the airport.
Fuck me. All right, yeah, let's get back in the van. Let's
come on,
let's go.
babe. Dude, I gotta catch my flight.
Get back in the van.
All right, let's go.
All right, babe.
Okay,
Come on, babe.
Bye, Jeremy's girlfriend. Hope you enjoy his frankenpeen when it's healed.
Frankenpeen's
Come on, babe. Yeah, babe. I love you, babe.
I love you too, babe.
Hashtag me too, babe.
Hashtag me too, babe.
Me too, babe. Is part of the whole thing that they're writing the Britney Spears thing is because she is supposed to look like Britney Spears?
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
In the velour tracksuit.
And what is a fuck king without his crown? Right? Isn't that the deal?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's right. And that is that. And then towards the end, there's a lot of that banter at the end. Oh God, he's getting a boner. Sean, great pick. I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed this podcast tonight. I'm going to be honest. I was exhausted. Had a long day. And I know Casey was pretty exhausted. Amy said that she was super tired. Obviously, Eric was tired. But we came in, we talked about this awesome movie, and we gave it a fucking great show. So thank you, Sean, for your handsomeness.
You're welcome.
All right. Now, just to recap, Eric, as we've gone through this, do you think that you might have liked the movie more than you thought you liked the movie?
Yes, that is possible. I will say, Sean, was it... who's the executive producer on this? Ben Stiller or some shit?
It's Ben Stiller's production company and Workaholics.
So Ben Stiller, I was reading for my research for this because this type of movie requires
extensive research,
diligence.
Mm-hmm.
And so it turns out that Ben Stiller was writing a autobiography recently. And during the final draft, when they're like picking pieces apart and whatever, he got apparently like glued to his autobiography. Now, I found that to be kind of a bullshit story, but it turns out it was true. It was his story, and he was sticking to it.
Oh,
no.
It hurts.
Oh, my God.
No.
I don't even know why the setup on that one.
Sometimes they're so good.
Oh,
Sometimes
Eric.
they're so bad.
I don't even know what the fuck just
better than
happened. Man.
You got to go back to...
Oh, look, he made himself laugh.
You got to go back to chickpeas and Imagine Dragon.
Oh, yeah, Imagine Dragon.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face is good. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, the chickpeas one. I heard
What was the chickpeas one? I told that at a show one time. I didn't win that night, but what was the chickpea joke?
What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You never had a garbanzo bean?
Yeah.
On your face.
All over your face?
Yeah.
All over your face.
That's a good one.
That is really good. Well, guys, Casey, obviously, we loved it.
Yeah,
right?
it's great.
Yeah, we had a
Your
blast.
skin looks great.
Thank you.
Your
And
skin
thank you
looks
for
so
my
good after
facial.
this movie.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, after you jizzed all over him, I'm sure it does.
Amy,
And I bet they kissed afterward.
oh yeah, we did. Amy, I'm glad that you and Derek enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
And Sean, these movies are good. You know, these ones are, they're not big blockbusters. They're Netflix, and we gotta stay in tune with the toms. All right, Eric, why don't you tell everybody how they can connect with us?
I would be happy to, and thank you for that. Go to our website, jarrettgoestothemovies.com, and you can... Sean, what can you do on our website?
It's really just informative.
It is informative as hell. So go to our website, jarrettgoestothemovies.com. On Facebook, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, and we do have a fan page there as well, a very active community of people who would be happy to accept you in and talk about what we've got going on over here. Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies on each of those. Press subscribe, turn on notifications so you will know when we're doing this thing. On Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. Patreon, this is the big one. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Be part of the winning team. Support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com. And you can text us or leave us a voicemail at 714-451-6029. 714-451-6029. Jarrett, back to you for the shares.
Thank you. Here's the thing. I think I might have that phone number memorized.
I didn't.
I'm not sure if that can
So if you need help.
If I ever need to get my dick back on, y'all check the messages.
I just always think about how hard it is to not add that extra syllable in
Gmail.com. Yeah, it's so hard. That particular sound clip has been with us since literally the beginning.
And poor James Stan. Every time I see him in England, I think I just like drunk. I'm like, just like Gmail.
Gmail.com.
Like, that's fucking hilarious. Get out of my face, you asshole.
You got to be like, the fuck you for Casey is going to bed.
Yeah, no, fuck you for pushing it. He just gave you what you wanted.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't want you guys to fight. Hey guys, if you share the show, we'll say your name. But just make sure that your shares are public so that is that what they do? Yeah, make sure your shares are public. Oh God, that was wet. Yeah, it had like foam in it,
I felt it. Yeah, in my ears.
Yeah.
I'm going to replace the burp with a fart and then keep on going.
Sounds good to me. Shares, thank you so very much, Barry Ferguson, Joey Bishop, Celeste, Mary Meadows, Anya Knees, Chris Pauls, Fiona Freeman, Woody Chambers, Mike Leblanovitz, Amy Pittsinger, Justin DeFront, David Kendrick, Justin DeFront, I got it, David Kendrick, Nick Brignoni, Calvin Russell, Stuart May, Katie Braley, Mitch Bergeron, Daniel Noel, Justin McGill, Mike Oxbig, sorry, and Stephen Cooksey. Hey, that was a fun one. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And for those of you, I'm sorry, let me take that again. Hey, that was a good one. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Those of you in the chat room, thanks. That was a lot of fun. And for me and everybody else, we'll see you down the road.